welcome our guest, Rafael Stoffman, Vice President of Sales, InfoGin. Ilya Shpankov, Marketing Coordinator of Opera Software. I think the other guys is missing today, so, sorry guys, come in. Konstantin, Kichinskiy, Microsoft. If we have Mikhail, Dmitriev, editor of ComputerBild magazine. So rest is missing, and we have all the team here. We prepared for our session with interesting question, but as I must say, we love questions from the audience, so you can ask at any time the interesting questions. And first, ideas to discuss. We have massive web browsing right now, and it would migrate to the mobile devices. We understand this current trend, and my first question to you guys is how cloud services, from your point of view, would change current situation in mobile devices. I mean, the data storage inside the clouds, it could be Google Cloud or something else. From your point of view, what will change in our situation in next 1 or 2 years? Who can? We have microphones here.
Okay, so I will start. I'm from Microsoft, so I'm not sure that if we are talking about mobile devices, that something special will change in terms of mobile browsing itself. So in terms of services and how we build websites and how we build web applications, of course there will be some changes, because in many scenarios, actually not all, cloud services and using cloud for data storage, for data processing is more effective. It's true, but for end user, actually it's not important, I think. The only point I think you have this question in your list is the privacy.
Yeah.
And
next question.
So this is the only point which is the most important point for the end user, because if you are talking about cloud service and we are talking about big cloud service providers like Google, like Amazon, like Microsoft or any other, of course we should also discuss the privacy point of view here, but
there is no big deal.
No, it's important, but I think it's a question about how the world will evolve. It's a question about how the services are built, but it's not about the mobile browsing itself. Unless you have services in your mobile browser which are connected to some cloud.
So you can talk about much more larger services as a whole set of services, including mobile, for example, and there is the question of first, it's a question of privacy, and second, what it will be, what Microsoft will do if your services, for example, will shut down on regular basis or something like this. What are your next steps to improve this situation? Because as I heard, I cannot prove it, but it was a downtime in some cloud services 1 month ago or 2 months ago.
Actually, I'm not sure what I'm talking about, because it's a possible. First of all, it's of course shutdown of a data center, some kind of shutdown, maybe some issues here. It's a possible situation because we are humans and nothing can be 100% correct done. But the point here is that you need to deal somehow with this such situation, And one of the way to do it is to have multiple data centers across the world, so that you can guarantee that something will still work. Maybe it will be less efficient, maybe it will it will require more time to get access to your website, but there are still some ways, technical ways to deal with it.
Thank you. My name is Rafael Stoffman, and I'm from InfoGin. Perhaps before I will address the question, I want to say a few words to the audience. I'm coming from Israel. I've done a long way to come here. And I have to tell you that in Israel, the high-tech industry is very, very developed. And as statistics, it's a population about 6 million people. Out of them, about 1 million are Russian originated in Israel, yes. So, and many of them are in the high-tech business, a lot in the R&D. So even though I do not speak Russian at all, once I'm coming here, I feel at home. And I want to tell you that you are Russian people, you are very, very talented, and we are very proud of having such a talent that's supporting our industry living in Israel. So first of all, thank you. Regarding the cloud services that you did ask, this is a very hot topic today. We all know the success of Dropbox, the success of iCloud, for instance. So if we watch Apple and what they are trying to do with the cloud services, we really understand that they try to catch you wherever you are. If you're at home on your laptop, or you are traveling with a mobile device or iPad, they want to make sure that all your content is available for you. And therefore, people are much less dependent on the availability of all the content attached to their devices. And suddenly what you find out, and just to give you an example today, next week I have to be in Vietnam, traveling, and my travel agency asked me for a copy of my passport. So I said, okay, I have a copy in my Dropbox. So all I did is just access it from my iPhone to forward the content over there. So obviously, I believe that the influence on browsing is significant, and this is a really top topic nowadays. Many companies are trying to get to these iCloud services or cloud-based services, and I think it's going to be very successful.
So from Opera side, so actually, I don't know, Opera frequently look on the future. We don't think about current time, we frequently think about future. And actually, cloud technologies, we talked about cloud technologies many years ago, and we created Opera Mini. Opera Mini is absolutely cloud technology, because all data handled on servers, and client, mobile phone, get only prepared content already for this, exactly for this device. And it was many years ago. Now, of course, I agree, cloud technologies is very popular, but we already think about future. And in the future, we see other technology in favorite. It's a peer-to-peer technology. Actually, future, after a few years, maybe 3, maybe 5, I don't know, we will talk about peer-to-peer technology, like base of all internet activity.
So this is the technology which called Opera. I saw it in a beta, but I don't know, is it changed name? You could easily download, for example, from my computer to your computer. And
Yes. Actually, it was it named Opera Unite technology.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes, this feature, browser feature, based on peer-to-peer technology, and you can share your data from your computer with all users directly, without using some special servers for keeping images or music or software or
What should it be, for example, if I have my not connected device, iPod Nano, for example, and after 3 years or 4 years it will be connected to the internet. So your prediction is any data would be downloadable or usable from the Wi-Fi or from LTE or something other new technology.
Of course, by our dreams, for example, you will have some computer in your home, a main computer that will manage all devices around the flat, and you will use mobile phone or other device with internet access. You will have access to your music base, to your photos, to your movies.
The next question is, big data means Big Brother watching us in every our steps in digital, for example. Who will own this data? Who will collect all this information? I mean, right now it's the Yandex, for example, or Microsoft or Opera software, which could answer many questions from me as a person, but there is a worry from many people about searching, browsing, about privacy, and who collects this information, who can use it, who can download it, and who owns my information. That's the main question. Because I can put on the Dropbox, for example, my details of Swiss bank account, and then would it be possible to download from the holder of this information, for example, and to give it to some kind of, I don't know, organization which would be interested in this info? Any ideas?
You know, just I think a few days ago, a Russian person won $60,000 from Google for the fact that he managed to get into Chrome and to find some kind of security issue over there. Security and privacy will always be
Big issue.
big issue, yes, and all the time hackers will try to access there. And you know, you ask yourself which side of the industry you want to be. It's either on the telecommunication side or on the security side, because the security side is really like companies like Checkpoint, for instance, which is, you know, very popular in the security. If you look at the stock market, you see what happens there. Every time there is a crisis or some kind of hacking, you know, these companies are evolving, and especially with the cloud-based services and the ability to access from any device to your content, it is an issue, and I think it's not solved yet. So it is risk, and I wouldn't put my bank account on Dropbox now.
So
That's why Opera believe in peer-to-peer technology.
So it will be much less chance to get this info on peer-to-peer technology, for example.
You should keep your data on your computer, on your device,
Mhm.
not on other servers. Right?
The hardware question. Next one, it's the broadband, the next technology in Russia, for example. As we know, in the new iPad 3 already there is a chance to get LTE technology, for example, to download big, massive videos and something bigger content, much bigger than right now. First question, your prediction about how to change the data consuming. I mean, more videos, more audio content which can user give back to the world, for example. How it would change browsing situation, and can you describe, for example, new possibilities of browsing, except in mobile, for example? Я могу перевести на русский, как бы вот простой вопрос для того, чтобы понять. Увеличение данных каким образом повлияет на наше потребление информации?
I think From the perspective of mobile browsing, there is one change which we will see in future, and actually we are already working with it, and also ecosystem is working. One of them is that we need standards, web standards, to store some data on the local machine. For example, you can think on Kindle, Amazon Kindle application. They built the application for iOS devices, for iPad and also for Android, and it's a mobile. You may think on it as a mobile application. It's an application for an iPad or a tablet device, and it's working in browser, and they use it, and they use web standards. Actually, they're using, I think, WebSQL as for now, but I think they will switch one day for IndexedDB. It's one of the new web standards, and we'll see more stuff like that because as industry is changing, we need some additional changes in the terms of technologies we are using, and technologies web developers can use to build their application, to make them work offline, to make them work with some data, to allow them, for example, to download a video or audio file and play this file when they are offline. So we will see more and more technologies like that, and I think at some point you can think about the parity between web technologies and native technologies, and this is one of the trends we will see.
I want to add that in cloud it's not about the data, not only about the data, but about the applications too. And this is, I guess, this would be very popular. And now I don't need Microsoft Office because I may use Google. I don't need Photoshop because I use Pixar photo editor and so on. One more idea that I see, that mobile browsing isn't convenient browsing at all, because on my laptop I use Facebook using a browser, but on my Android smartphone I use a Facebook app. And this is, I guess, for you, yeah, it's an interesting question because more and more services they become an app, and the user don't need a browser to use that.
No, but anyway, you need to do two or three or four different devices, 2 or 3 different mobile applications. Guys, can we show video which located close to presentation?
Until the video will start, I just want to say 2 words. What we are looking at is we are looking at websites, existing websites, and the strength of our platform is to be able to, on the fly, mobilize the website and convert it to any device, being either feature phone or any smartphone. And it looks like a smartphone. And the platform is called GeneWiz. We prepared a video which is 1.5 minutes long. And as soon as it's ready, you will see that more and more customers understand that if you have a website and you want to be accessed by a mobile device, you have to take an action. Because the experience today, even with a smartphone, if you try to access to a regular website, you have to zoom in, you have to move right and left. It is complex. So what are the options for a website owner? He can either build a dedicated mobile site.
So I think we have video.
We have video? Okay, so if we
Finger crossed. Yeah. And we don't have video, so we can. Ребят, давайте вернемся тогда к презентации. Там слайд, который дальше стоит у нас, потому что. Есть тут.
Browsing on smartphones today is still not as rewarding as initially thought, with a gap between the desktop experience and the way website content is displayed on mobile devices. users still need to do several gestures before they can enjoy a truly rich mobile browsing experience. With its complete suite of tools and services, GenWiz helps you build a mobile-optimized web experience and display of your website content on any mobile device. You may now offer your mobile customers the ultimate mobile browsing experience. Rich mobile features, rich and dynamic graphic display, easy-to-use navigation menus, and fast browsing. Behind GenWiz stands InfoGin's powerful engine and extensive know-how. We really know mobile browsing in and out. We've been in the business of envisioning, innovating, and creating patented mobile browsing technologies since 2000. We serve over 50 top-tier publishers and carriers worldwide. And now, we are happy to serve you. So, take a few minutes, enter your website's URL into the proper field on our homepage, and see how easy and fun it is to build a mobile site with GenWiz. Select templates, fonts, background colors, include mobile features for custom engagement, and links to social networks. Looking for full custom development and integration projects? Contact us by email or phone.
The challenge is to mobilize the websites. Because the more websites are available to be accessed easily by the mobile devices, obviously companies like Yandex and Google and all the search and the yellow pages will drive more revenues and the whole ecosystem will enjoy. And why is it complex? It is complex because if you look at small, medium businesses, they have websites, almost all of them. If they want to create a second site for only dedicated for mobile now, they will have to maintain two sites, to pay twice. They update one, they have to update the second one, so that becomes a headache for a company. The company wants to focus on its business. The website is only a tool to access or to be available for the users. And if you want to make it efficient, let's provide them a service that mobilizes it automatically. And once you mobilize the site, still you want to enable some web editing, like cloud-based services, editing tools that enables you to further modify and customize your website. So it looks like if you have a mobile site, but actually you don't have a mobile site, you have only a single site. It looks perfect on a smartphone, and now the business really grows. These kind of services, we are working together with Yandex and other companies here in Russia, and we're looking for great success here.
I'll just want to translate in Russian, because, ребят, если вы не понимаете просто как бы смысл и важность этой, ну, как бы вот штуки, которая здесь есть на этом слайде, я объясню чуть-чуть простыми и понятными словами. Если вы старались зарабатывать на мобильных версиях сайтов, например, как моя компания, то вы можете выбросить эти планы в мусорное ведро, потому что автоматическая переделка любого вашего сайта на лету в мобильную версию — это тот продукт, который уже сейчас будет запускаться совместно с Яндексом. И я, конечно же, знаю, что Opera это уже делает и предвижу этот комментарий. Opera это делает автоматически. Но я говорю о том, что попытки как раз зарабатывать на мобильных версиях сайтов сейчас уже будут не так прибыльны, как можно представить об этом ранее, в общем-то. So we can switch to English back, and it was 2 minutes of praise of this technology. Next question is, yeah.
I'd just like to add to the question about Facebook. And of course, on most popular mobile platforms, we have mobile applications, which is called Facebook. We have Facebook for Android, for iOS, we have Facebook for Windows Phone, and there is a reason for that. Because Facebook as a company, they want more integration with the device platform. They want additional features which the platform as for now it just doesn't have, and they want push notifications to say user, hey, you have new message, and ask user to go to the mobile phone, come back to the this application, answer they want integration with different sensors. They want integration with I don't know, with camera, video sensors, and so on. And there's still a gap between what native platform provides and what web platform is for now provides. I know there's a huge amount of work which needs to be done yet on the WTC side, and they are working on new standards, new technologies, but all this stuff it will require some time, maybe years, I don't know. But yes, and this is the reason because for some sites, when your scenario requires to something more active, let's say you will build mobile application. There are some scenarios where you just need let's say a mobile version of your site. If your site is static or maybe not too much dynamic, when it's not a social network, you will just build a mobile site. Maybe you will adapt in some way your mobile website. Maybe you will just say, hey, this is your viewport you need to use on this website. This is how you need to show your website on mobile device. There are many things you can do with mobile site to make it more accessible from mobile device.
Which leads us to the next question. Mobile site versus mobile application. Which would be easier for us to create? Which would be a lot more logical to create? Which would be simpler for small business? It's no question about the companies like Microsoft or Facebook in creation of mobile application. But mobile site, it's more simpler to create, because if you have HTML site right now, it would be just 2 steps to create mobile version of site, including the GenVS, for example, solution, or via I can use Opera Mobile, for example, and save as the short version of site. So the question is, which road is better in long term, for example? Mobile site?
It depends.
No mobile sites, no mobile applications. Should be website, should be web application.
Both of them.
I mean not mobile, just web application.
And
just
the next question. We have so many different devices, and Dmitry Satin could, I think, say about the different usability experiences in different devices. Because we have, right now we have 3 or 4 main mobile operation system, for example, and they differ, for example, in some of them have back button in hardware version of device, for example, and it redefines the whole user experience. And
thank you. Thank you, Leonid. I don't want to compare different devices because it's a kind of war between producers. But I would like to support this discussion about mobile application or mobile web. And from my point of view, I'm thinking about user. User should have very consistent interfaces, and browser maybe more provides more unified interfaces. I mean interaction with web browser as with application. And when software engineer starts to prepare some own mobile applications, they don't use normal standard of this platform, for example, iOS or Android. Every engineer start to rethink and to reinvent user interfaces. It means that users should solve some puzzles and every time he should reorientate his mind to understand how it works or not. And my point of view is unification. If mobile browsing can do it, okay. But we discussed already that mobile browser has some limitation. limitation in integration with operation system, with integration with hardware. Okay, limitation. Mobile browser must need to have network all time, and it means that, for example, mobile application makes sense if this mobile application can support user when user have any network. It means he can consume data and information being offline, and it's cool. It's prolonged user experience without any interruption. Sorry, and working just with mobile browser. We have limitations, and it means maybe it's my dream. Maybe a mobile browser should develop in with understanding these offline troubles, and maybe should buffering a lot of data and allows user to consume this data being offline.
It's already implemented in many cases in HTML5, for example. Why we cannot create, for example, in mobile browsers some important functions like access to contact lists, for example, or access to video camera and use the hardware. So Opera will solve.
Not only Opera. Now there is I don't remember exact title of this organization, but many mobile manufacturers together create new web standards, and these standards allow you to have access to device hardware. And last year we showed some very small and very simple widgets in Opera. By using these widgets on Android platform, you can use some hardware acceleration or access to camera. It's not a big problem. Yes, now it's this technology just start growth, but it grows very fast. And actually, even offline mode, it's not a problem too, because yes. And I remember your words about different interface styles, like iPhone style, Android style. Now maybe it seems like a feature, like it's cool, iPhone style, it's cool, but actually in the future it will be bad thing.
It will be standardized.
Because you will work only with limited amount of users. You will have no access to all around the world, and it's a limitation for company. If company trying to catch users just by cool features in his platform, their platform, it's wrong way, by my opinion.
Perhaps I want to say a few words regarding the web app or the applications versus the mobile sites. We all agree that we want to make life of the users or the browsers easier. When it's more easy, people will use more and will access more website, will consume more data. It's good for all the ecosystem. I see that indeed there is a place for both, obviously, the applications and the web. But indeed you have to distinguish, because we are starting from the web. You wouldn't see many businesses that have only application, right? First of all, they will have a website. And this website has to fit perfect to any device, PC at home or any device that you see today. I'm coming from Barcelona, from Mobile World Congress last week. You could see really that so many different devices, Samsung Note with different sizes. This is a headache for you guys, but it's our responsibility, the vendors, to make sure that you develop once and we deliver to many. And as soon as we are successful to deliver to many, your life is easy, and keep going with the development. both applications, websites, everything works.
Yeah, but still there is many devices which right now exist in the world. For example, Nokia 60 or some previous version of this platform. How we can get rid of it, because it's the huge massive market of mainstream devices, but we cannot go forward. For example, to move next standards which we need to create, as Ilya said, if they cannot implement, for example, some device hardware functions, it would be impossible to use them. So your ideas how we can get rid of old devices, for example?
I can give two answers. First of all, one of the solutions that us, the vendors of the content adaptation, are in charge for is really to make sure that every content out there will fit any device. InfoGin is very proud of having a database of devices of 14,000 different devices, so Nokia is supported as well. But let me tell you a story. You know who is the best salesperson? Those are the kids. I have a 12-year-old daughter, and she has not a Nokia 600, but she has another feature phone. And for a long time she asked me, "Hey Dad, I want an iPhone." And I was asking her, "Hey Nat, why do you want an iPhone?" And she's saying, and she tried to give me different examples and reasons. And for me, iPhone is expensive. To give it to a 12-year-old daughter is nice, but it's not a must. And I'm trying to push it as much as I can. But I got rid of excuses. I don't know what to say anymore. And finally, last month she came to me and showed me an SMS. And as a matter of fact, she's producing like 1,000 SMSs per month. Okay, and I pay the bill. So she showed me the SMS, and it was an SMS from a friend and saying, "Hey dear, when finally will you have WhatsApp?" And now I understood. The world shifts from the old to the new. So as soon as you shift from SMS to WhatsApp, basically I don't have to pay for the SMSs now. So you know what I did the next day? I bought her an iPhone. And this is really what happens. Even kids, everybody that has the desire to access the web will find himself somehow find a smartphone or somehow find a device that can access the web. And for me, this is the answer.
What's the dream device right now, for example? Could you describe it? Your idea of next ideal thing is iPhone 5, 6, 7 or whatever. Which functions do we need to improve our mobile experience right now? Or maybe this question could be addressed to mobile browser. What should we improve in our current mobile browser? I don't know.
Just look at the desktop browser.
So it's the best solution.
I mean, mobile functions, features in mobile browsers will be the same like in desktop now.
Yeah.
It's just in Opera we have our main goal, internet on any devices, and our plans to prepare browsers, to develop browsers that can allow access to internet, to the same internet like on desktop, like on mobile, independent from device.
Yeah.
And it's our goal.
Talking about technologies, for example, I can explain the idea of social browsing when if we could use the normal ideal face recognition, for example, we could get all the information about your latest Twitter postings, for example, or you can get all information about my interests. When the face recognition, for example, would be implemented, and as I know, it already exists in some Google Android applications, but still it cannot work smoothly.
It can be browser extensions, it can be widgets, and it works right now because we have extensions. We have widgets for mobile phones. We will have soon extensions for mobile browsers. It's not a problem.
Android 4 supports face recognition, but it recognizes not only the face but photo too. So it's not about the security, I guess, but maybe just make a photo and then find the man on Facebook. It's possible, I guess, in 1 or 2 months if somebody will develop such an app or such a widget. I don't know. So, and the iPhone 5, I don't know, more resolution, more power, more efficient video and music and so on, and cloud, of course, because media goes mobile more and more, and this should be the trend, I guess.
And talking about the simplest search, for example, text search, how it would be evolving, voice searches. We saw already Siri, for example, as a technology for previous version of what we, as I remember, Dragon Search. Which next steps in our mobile experience would be evolving in dramatical way? Which I don't know, devices could connect to my brain, or your ideas or your vision to the next step of connectivity between person and smartphone?
I think there is a big room for growth in the cars industry for this. Again, a story about Israel. There is a big initiative that started 3 years ago called Better Place. Better Place is an initiative for electric car. We all suffer from the prices of gasoline, even though I saw that here in Moscow the prices are not too bad. It's good. But the prices in the rest of Europe is about, I think, over $2 per liter, expensive, and therefore electric cars becomes very, very popular. They will launch the real massive electric cars very soon. And one of the incredible things about the electric car is the user interface, or the communication with the driver. So it really becomes the data interaction. For examples, you know that with the electric car you have still the limitation today that the battery drives you about 150 kilometers. So for big countries like Russia, perhaps, you know, it's not the best solution, but in smaller countries, it's really a perfect solution because you do not drive that long. And if you need to drive longer, the solution is you go to a gas station, but you don't recharge your battery, you simply replace the battery. There is an automatic mechanism that within 3 minutes replaces the old battery with a new one. It's amazing. So definitely having the mobile devices available, connected all the time. Okay, so there's connectivity over the mobile network. So it's not only that it's a multimedia center for you, but it's also communication, including the GPS, including all the information you need when, or alerts, when you need to drive to the next battery replacement, etc. And I think if you look at it, the vehicle industry is conservative, but is moving forward, and there is a big market over there. I'm pretty much sure that it's coming very, very soon.
So the next big thing comes from the automotive industry on the wheels, and as I remember, it already exists the mobile application which can connect your car with your mobile phone, for example, and you could switch the radio, some channels, and it translates the close way to get petrol station, for example, and so on. In the other ways, for example, cost of living, for example, or something, big steps which can improve our lives from the mobile to our everyday living, for example, smart homes, or I don't know, some new technologies which could be used in conjunction with the mobile phone.
It may be something like health control, maybe. But these projects are strange because of Big Brother, of course. Because this information about health, it's privacy too, and maybe some control. But for all people, maybe it could be very useful. And about the interfaces in 1980s, maybe there were concepts of keyboards that the letters were printed on the glasses, and the user should just see just look on the letter and then print something. And now maybe it will be real in couple of years. It's very fast now, and maybe the future smartphones will not have any screen at all.
So the next screen would be transparent glasses, for example, and would be one of interesting mobile lenses. Yeah.
I would like to combine these two ideas about vehicles and health control, because my friend now working for Kia, and he develops application for iPhone for self-checking your car. It's a problem when some lights, when you see some lights on your dashboard, you don't understand. Do you have any problem with your engine? And it's very simple and very simple solution to get some access to user, to connect his mobile device to vehicle, and to get some advices or some tips how to do with this trouble, for example, and or to send this information to your service, and to interact with them, and maybe to bring. It means that another question is your body, your health control. And for me, it's very similar. Car health and human health, because in both cases we see the same thing. I think we should not forget three words: PDA, personal or portable digital assistant. It means that mobile device should be your assistant. And who is assistant? Assistant resolve boring problem. You don't want to understand this natural of this problem, and you never be expert in these fields like your health or, for example, your car vehicle. But mobile device should resolve your problems. And what next? Next is entertainment. This device should entertain and should make you enjoy it when your troubles go away, gone away.
Guys, we need hot questions because we have only 5 minutes left. If you have any questions from audience, we can give you microphone. Вопросы. У вас есть возможность задать. Okay.
You told a lot about what you're going to see new in devices, but you didn't tell anything about lifetime and devices, because I got iPhone 3G, I got iPhone 4, and now I have iPhone 4S, and its lifetime battery works less and less and less. And what happens with this? Can we change battery like in cars? Go to some stop and changing batteries every day and all offices.
You should buy a car from Apple.
Yeah, but car from Apple would be nice, but it would be
iCar.
I'm charging my phone from MacBook. But it's a good decision.
So your question is the project lifetime.
Yes.
Yes, I understand.
Yes.
Guys, can we answer about this? Because as I heard, the ideal lifetime of mobile phone right now is a half year.
Nice.
So
No,
that's
I mean not lifetime. I mean battery life.
so battery life.
I think it's a difficult question for all the industry, mobile industry, iPads industry, any tablets industry, and any other devices, because it's really very complicated sphere, and we still don't have any solution which will provide us a long battery time for all the devices. And if you look on the devices currently on the market, you will see that they are limited, let's say 9 hours or something like that. Maybe if you are actively using it, the lifetime is dropping down, sometimes dramatically, depending on whether you have internet connection, depending on whether you are using GPU or how much you are using your CPU power, and so on. And actually thinking on the future is one of the questions. And if we connect all the ideas here, we will need to say that mobile device or any other device that should be connected to everything else, to power source, to data sources, for your body, for your environment, and so on. So
we all need compact energy, we can get it, for example, from our body, in our...
Да, только купить 15 разъемов от Apple.
So, do we have another question? Ребята, у вас есть возможность задать вопросы, и если... Давайте, у нас инициатива из правого фланга.
I want to ask a question about getting content. I'm working for a company which makes service reading newspapers and so on and so forth. We know that paper newspapers, which printed, are disappearing. They are getting less sales and so on and so forth. What future are you waiting for mass media? I mean, printed mass media. What will happen with them?
Question for mobile browsers?
Yes, I mean,
What apps? Web apps, for example. We have web app for all browsers on Flash, for example.
Open website or delete?
Yes, I mean how they will survive. Yes, survive, and what will happen. For example, not everybody want to open all the content and want to sell them. What we can give them with browsers? Which features are waiting for? That's what I mean.
Leap something, the technology which allows you to... Yeah, but the question of interactivity, you could create your mobile application, put a nice Land Rover, for example, picture, and use the hot tire sound and something like this. That's the next step from the standard paper newsstand to the mobile technology. As I see our organizer, наш организатор уже просит закругляться. Thank you for... Yeah, the last.
I will answer somehow. On this question, I think, first of all, it doesn't matter whether you will build a mobile application for your newspaper or mobile website. It's...
web application.
Yeah. In general, we see that the whole industry is moving towards the web. And the more devices around us we will connect it to the internet, the more changes will happen. And you will see that what I personally think is that this industry, as for now, is too young. And we will see it evolving more and more in how we can interact with our end users, how we can personalize our media, how we can make personal news, how we can make personal advertising here. And this is that is different from the traditional newspapers, for example, where they target broad audience, and in digital sphere you can make some additional customizations, and we will see it more and more.
So, thank you all. Please applause our participants. Спасибо большое.